I found this place on ioverlander.com, and to be honest with you, I just scouted it briefly today just to see that it was there, and I actually haven't been. I didn't stay. I needed to keep going with what I was doing. So I'm not entirely certain, but the review says it's quiet. You got 3 bars of Verizon, and it may or may not be BLM land. I don't know, but there are no signs that say no camping, no parking. So I'm gonna guess that you can. All right, here we go. Oh wow, that's pretty. Okay. According to the post on ioverlander.com, there should be a dead-end sign up here, and just to the left of the dead-end sign, there's the dead-end sign. You probably can't see it just yet, but there's the sign at the end, and there should be a pull-off just to the left. Now, I drove past here earlier today, so I didn't actually see. There it is. Cool. All right, and they said this is really rocky, and to be very careful. So I'm being very, very careful. I'd like to have suspension when I'm done. Thank you. Be very gentle. Nice. Alrighty. Now, he said to park so that you can't... Oh, yeah, I see what he meant. Okay, yeah. So that the bush that we just passed is basically blocking the view coming up the road. And that's it, kiddies. Wow. We're here. Well, here I is, spending my very first night on BLM land. Bureau of Land Management. I'm going to turn on some light here so you can actually see me. There he is. Yeah, that looks awful. But you can sort of see me at least now. So, my only concern about this is that while I looked on ioverlander.com, this looked, there was one report of this spot that I'm in, and it was fine. I'm just a little concerned because it's so close to the dam, the access road. This is the access road to the dam. So I'm figuring that, employees or workers or National Forestry Service is going to drive up here and say, hey, you need to get out of here. I mean, I have a National Parks Pass. That's doesn't allow me. It does actually allow me to park on BLM land. So I'm parked, and I'm going to stay here tonight until somebody kicks me out. So I hope nothing bad or untoward happens to me out here. It's a little scary. I will be honest with you. This is a little scary. This is my first time spending time out here away from other people. And while I'm not afraid of wolves or anything or what have you, the nearest thing that will probably happen to me is, I'll probably get really scared. But even if that happens, there's a campsite down the road. Right now I'm going to hunker down. I feel like Steve Wallace. If you don't know who Steve Wallace is, Steve Wallace has a YouTube channel, and he does stealth camping. He's stealth camped in way more places than I can buy. This would be a garden paradise to him. But to me, it's like, what? It's a little sketchy. He's become famous for hunker down. Basically, all he does is stealth camps in some of the weirdest places, then makes dinner in that weird place. Step 1 is hunker down. Step 2 is open up the tall one. So in his case, it's, he usually has beer that's supplied by his patrons. I don't drink beer, so if you want to, hook a brother up, I won't say no. $1, $2, $3. No, sorry, $1, $3, $5, $7. Find the Patreon link down below. I don't drink, so Patreon is the way to go there if you want to support the channel. But that's Steve Wallace. So I'm basically gonna hunker down at this point, and I let a few mosquitoes into the space. So I gotta hunt down the mosquitoes, and then I'm gonna make some food, and then really hunker down for the night, do some editing, and I will pick you kitties up in the morning. Oh, it's really pretty out here. Wow. So I just had a car scare. Some truck came up this road. Yeah, you probably can't see that. They just came up the road and kept going, and it just scared the living shit out of me. I mean, I have nothing to be afraid of out here. It's BLM Lans, so, and I have a parks pass, so I don't know what I'm afraid of. I honestly don't know what I'm afraid of. I could be here legally, it doesn't matter. But I quite literally hid under the van. I was just about to get out and just talk a little bit and show you how pretty it was, and then this happened. And it just scared the living shit out of me. It's so pretty out here. Oops, sorry about that. You can't see any of it. Sorry about that. There's the moon. And Venus. I think that's Venus. I hope that's Venus. It's so peaceful out here. It's so peaceful. Why wouldn't I want to spend time out here? I'm not afraid of, wolves or something like that, or mountain lions. Just not afraid of that stuff. All you have to do is get in the van. But it's so beautiful out here. Unfortunately, it's too dark, so you can't see it, but I'll show you a little video of it later, I promise. Wow. You know what it is? I just figured it out. I can't believe this took me forever. I know what it is. I know what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of getting arrested. And even though I'm on BLM Land, Bureau of Land Management, even though that's true, I'm a black man in the middle of nowhere. And I'm absolutely fucking terrified. I can't eat. I tried cooking. I tried to, just start the process, just to calm my mind. I can't eat. I can't cook. I know in about 3 hours I'm gonna be insanely fucking hungry, but I can't eat right now. That's it. That's why I'm. That's why that's it. It's that fear, like right in the pit of my stomach. Fear of getting arrested because I'm black in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna get back in the car, get back in the van, and hunker down and try to calm my mind. All right. Talk to you kids in the morning. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I keep waking up. This is the 4th or 5th time I've woken up. And you know why I keep waking up? Because I'm afraid. Just a couple of things. The van is actually keeping warm. Although
as you might imagine, there's a hole in my ceiling, so all the heat is escaping from there. But for the most part, it's actually warm in here. And the way that I know that is because there's a little bit of frost on the windows. It's cold outside, but it's warm in here, so insulation, baby. So I keep waking up every couple of, like 40 minutes or so. I'll wake up from a dream. I have one dream, and they're all basically the same dream. I had one dream where I got the knock from four forestry service ladies. No gender issues there, Miles. I had another dream where I got the knock from a forestry service guy. Or getting the knock from someone is what my dreams have been about. But honestly, it's been relatively quiet out here. Relatively? No, it's been fucking quiet out here. Well, the last thing I want to say is, oh man, my neck hurts. Oh, God. I gotta fix this somehow, some way. Alright, back to sleep if I can get there.
Good morning. Turn on some light. Well, I made it. My first night on BLM land. Honestly, didn't think I'd make it. There are moments there, as you can tell, at the wee hour where I woke up several times. I didn't sleep very well. I woke up several times and just could not fall back to sleep. And then right after that last clip you saw, I stayed up for a good, hour and a half because I'm just sitting here staring at the ceiling because I just couldn't fall asleep. So it's morning. Made it, as you can tell. Yippee-yahoo. I know, for some of you old timers out there that have, done the BLM land thing, it's like, don't worry about it, it's fine. As I pointed out to you in that midnight clip, the really blurry part, which was, in case it's not clear, it's the racism thing. I'm a black man on BLM land, even though I'm a U.S. citizen and it shouldn't matter. And some of you folks out there that, are watching this, may not understand this and cannot possibly understand this because you're not a person of color. For me, it's physical harm and dealing with racism because I'm a person of color on what should be a national park's property, and it should not matter, but it does. So even though I tend to think of myself as, I personally don't see myself as a color, but I know the rest of the world does. That's where the fear is. That coming from years and years and years of indoctrination of check yourself, always protect yourself, and while at the same time always be super conscious of somebody else's Karenism. And there's no nice way around that. I wish there were, but there isn't. So that's the ugly truth, and there's no way around it. There's really no way around that. It's somebody else's Karenism,
and we've all seen the ugliness of that in the last 2 years, especially the last year. Racism is not dead in this world. It's still here. It's still present. And it's all too easy for some forestry service guy to, access that racism and claim that I was doing X, Y, and Z, when in fact the fact of the matter is that I'm not bothering a soul out here. So that's my fear. There it is right there. I'm sorry to, state the ugly truth, but that's what it is. That was my fear of being on BLM land, and it will continue to be there just because I say it here and that it's gone and then I don't talk about it anymore. That fear is always in the back of my head. It's anytime that, I deal with law enforcement, that thing is going on inside my head, and, I'm going to say a name and you're all going to go, oh, now I get it. Do I need to go there? Do I really need to go there? That's it right there. I'm a black man in America, and I'm afraid. And nothing that I do or say will change that. I know you don't want to hear that this is about racism in van life, but I got news for you. Black person, van, life, it exists. Need to get my day started. And oh yeah, these guys are working out just fine. Actually, better than fine. All right, let's open her up. A little cold out there. I gotta put my shoes on. Holy shit. Is an ant hole. There's an ant hole over here. You can't see it. I'm gonna take you over. There's our ant hole. Right there. Oh my. I don't know what kinds of ants those are, but I'm not taking any chances. I think this is a good place to end the episode for today. Made it to... There you go. He just came right up the road and kept on going. Cool beans. And I know he saw the vehicle. He just looked up at it and went, all right, keep going. Whatever. All right. Time to end the episode. Get on the road. Get back on the road. My first night on BLM land. I call that a win. Minus my fears, which are never going to go away. Wow. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, your patience, and your patronage. If you like this stuff, you find it interesting, you at the very least find it entertaining, do me a kind courtesy, smash that like button down below. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Right next to that is the subscribe button. Click that to subscribe to my channel, and right next to that is the notifications bell to be notified every single time I upload new content, and there's more new content coming. Which reminds me, this is also user-supported content, which is the delicate way of saying that Mr. Miles' Flat Broke Poor needs some cash, which is my way of saying, help. Help. $1, $3, $5, $7, whatever you can afford. Find the Patreon link down below and click that and subscribe to the channel and support the channel, because I need to put some gas in that tank and food in this stomach so that I can continue to travel the country showing you places just like this. That you more than likely have not seen before, and telling you a few stories along the way that I know you've never heard before. So the reason I point this out is because YouTube isn't paying me a rat's dime for this stuff. I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and at the time of this recording I have neither. So if you can find your way to largesse of $1, you'd be helping me out, put some gas in that tank and some food in the stomach, not to mention help me out with the insurance payments, which are, you know, getting up there. So thanks a bunch. Patreon link down below. I'd be most appreciative. See you somewhere along that road. And you have yourselves a fine and nifty day. Bye.